Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for tuning in. This is the channel where I review anything and everything. If I need it, I'll buy it, I'll use it, and I will review it. And today we will be doing a comparison review between two of these shirts. If you follow my channel in the past videos, I mentioned that I am going to decide which one of these shirts that I am going to keep. The one in the back is the Telaleo shirts, and the one in front right here is the BALENNZ. I'm just showing you guys right now comparison of the colors. They are comparable, but you know, it seems like the BALENNZ shirts has more darker tone to it than the Telaleo. This is supposed to be the black one or the dark gray one. And then right here we have the green one. For the Telaleo right here, the green one is really green. And for the BALENNZ shirt, it kind of look more of yellowish there, right? Or more like yellow green. And right here the red maroon, this is the BALENNZ, and of course the light gray right here for Telaleo, and you got the blue ones right here, darker for the BALENNZ once again, and a little bit toned down for the Telaleo right here. And the other shirts right here, and once again the gray one, this is a little bit darker gray, and of course lighter gray right there for the Telaleo. All right, so I mentioned in my previous videos that these are so similar when it comes to the fit, right? Both of these, the shoulders, I like the way that it fit on both of these. The chest area also, I like the way that it fits me. For the difference now comes when it comes to the stomach area. For the Telaleo, it seems to flare out, right? It balloons, if you will. And on the BALENNZ shirt, they seem to be more tapered, right? That's from my observation, and that's, you know, my opinion about it. I like the way that the Telaleo arms fit me, right? They hug me a little bit better, and the BALENNZ shirt there kind of flares out. So you know, if I could remove the arms here and the fit of the arms on the other one, you know, kind of mismatch them, it would be perfect. All right, so let's take a look at some measurements here. Just the length, right, of the body of these shirts. This is the Telaleo, from the armpit there all the way down to the hip area of this shirt. It measures around 20 inches, right? 20 inches there. And for the BALENNZ, there is a 1 inch difference, because this one, let's see if I can hold this tape, a measuring tape properly here, right? This one measures just at 19 inches there. So that, I think, is making the difference why the fit in the stomach area here and on the hip area, you know, for the BALENNZ fit me a little better, because it is shorter, and this one, it is longer, so that's probably why it kind of flares out. But you know, let's measure it across to see if we can tell a difference there, right? This is probably a little bit wider than the other one. This is the Telaleo, right? Let's see here. All right, so that's about at 23 inches right there across on the stomach area, and you know, below, just by the crouch area right here when it is untucked or tucked in. But mostly I'm measuring it for, you know, the purposes that it would be untucked, right? So let's take a look at the BALENNZ here, right? Pardon the difficulty here on the measurement, or the measuring tape I should say. So across this one, it's, what is that? 22 inches, right? So again, 1 inch difference, right? So this one from the armpit all the way down, it measures 1 inch less than this one right here, and both of these are the same size, right? So these are both large size, except this one seems to be 1 inch larger than this one right here. So I don't know, maybe depending on you guys, maybe you like the looser fit better than the tighter fit. The texture and the feel of both of these shirts is so similar, right? They're kind of a little bit shiny, just depend on how the sun or the light is hitting it, but both of them do get shiny, right? It seems to be that the Telaleo is more thinner and smoother, right? And this one right here, the balance shirt, is a, it feels thicker and also stiffer, right? Except for the collar. The collar here for the balance seems to sag a little bit, and I'm liking the colors feel and look on the Telaleo shirts here. The stitching seems to be the same, right? Seems to be the same stitching. It would not surprise me at all to find out that these two shirts, even though they are from different brands, right? It would not surprise me to find out that they are made from the same factory, right? It may also be possible that the same owners own them. They just gonna, diversify or do two brands, even though the profit goes in the same pocket. But anyways, yeah, for the balance color here seems to be shorter comparing to the Telaleo right here. So why don't we do this? Let's do some measuring here, because the Telaleo collar definitely looks wider than the BALENNZ collar right here. All right, let's measure from there. That's about 2.5 inches wide there for the Telaleo, and for the BALENNZ right here, it's about 2 inches, right? So half an inch smaller. I definitely like the color on the Telaleo here, right? I like the way that it is wider, and it's also stiffer, right? This one kind of soft and it sags, all right? So this is really a close choice right here, because it seems like there's some parts of these shirts, the Telaleo, that I really like, and some parts that I don't like, right? Some parts on the other shirt, the BALENNZ, that I like, but there's also some other parts that I do not like. But anyways, it's time to make the decision which ones of these shirts I'm going to keep and which one am I really going to return. Before I make that decision though, let's just do a recap right here of these shirts, which one I like and I don't like, right? For the BALENNZ, I like the shoulders, the chest, and the length of these shirts fit me, right? It is the arms that I kind of not like, but as I mentioned on the past videos about this BALENNZ shirt, I can overlook that. The collar also, I wish it was a little bit wider, right? For the Telaleo, I like the way the shoulders, the chest, the arms fit, and I like the collar right here. It is the stomach area and the length of the shirts that I didn't like. So it's really a close call. I could decide to keep both of them, except the colors are too similar from one another, right? It kind of look like I have double of both, right? So I'm only keeping one pack of these. I just need to decide right now which ones of these two brands really that I'm gonna keep and I'll be using. All right, so let's do some show and tell. This is the Telaleo, large in size. This one is 95% polyester and 5% spandex. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I like the way that the arms fit and the shoulders and the chest area. For this shirt, it is the stomach area and the length from the armpit all the way down to the hem that I don't like. I also like the collar here, the way that it is stiff. This one right here is the BALENNZ. This is the BALENNZ. This one is 95% polyester. Actually, I'm sorry. This is 90% polyester and 10% spandex. As mentioned earlier also, that it is the arm area that I don't like the way that it fit. It kind of flares out. But looking at it right now, it actually doesn't look that bad. I like the way that the shoulders of these shirts fit me, the chest area, right? I also like the way that the stomach area fits me, and also the length from the armpit all the way to the hem there. I like the length of it, the height. This is the same one as the other one, which is the BALENNZ, right? This is the BALENNZ. I really like this shirt so far. One thing I don't like about it is the collar area. I wish it is a little bit more stiff, just like the Telaleo. I like the way that the Telaleo, the width of the collar looks, and that it's also stiff. For this one, the collar seems to be saggy, but I'm hoping that that will change once I wash these shirts, if I do decide to keep this one. And this one right here, this is Telaleo, right? As you can probably tell, it is saggy, or it balloons out from the stomach area down, right? It is long for me. I don't like the way that it feels, especially when I am wearing it untucked. If you tuck it in, it looks just fine. You'll do just fine. But for me, I want to be able to have some versatility to where if I didn't have time to tuck it in, I can just walk away with it and it would look nice. All right, so visually speaking, you really cannot tell the difference between these two brands. They are very similar in form factor at least, right? You gotta be nitpicking like me to be able to figure out that the collar is a little bit thicker on the Telaleo, and it is a little bit saggy on the, well, not saggy, but yeah, they kind of look saggy and short on the BALENNZ here. But I'm really liking the way that the BALENNZ fits me, right? Especially when I am wearing it untucked. Normally, as I mentioned earlier, I would tuck my shirts in, especially with these kind, but I want it to be also versatile to where if I didn't have time to tuck it in, I can just go with it and it would look nice. I would be confident in the shirt. So I think this is just purely preferences, right? Some guys might prefer a little bit looser in the front here, but for me, I think I'm gonna go with the BALENNZ right here. It is a little bit more, just a little bit more expensive than the Telaleo, but I think I will do well with it. So I think I am going to decide, or I'm gonna keep this one right here, the BALENNZ. And unfortunately for Telaleo, I still do like it, but I prefer the other one better, which is the BALENNZ. So this one right here is going to be returned, unfortunately. And once again, you guys might have a different decision there. You may differ from what I've decided, which is fine, right? This is purely preferences, right? So I'm hoping that the BALENNZ here is going to last a while. I'm also hoping that I am going to get used to the shiny material here. But hey, feel free to ask me questions on the comment down below and I will link both of the videos, the unboxing and first impression reviews of the Telaleo and of the BALENNZ shirt, on the description of this video below, so you can check that out. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see all of you on the next one.